For a high five.
That's right, virtual high five. I'd clap, but I'm holding my microphone with one hand, so it'd just like make a loud noise. So we'll avoid that. And here we're going to take a look at Fnatic Sen again, playing Game 2. Quite a list of accomplishments there. He did defeat I'm True in Game 2 here, so we are tied up. It is 1-1. GOM TV House versus Incredible Miracle. And man, you know, if the foreigners can win this, it's a pretty big deal. Because Incredible Miracle, a lot of people are saying, Kelly was just talking about a little bit earlier, probably the best team here in Korea right now. The most kind of solid all-around team. There's a couple others that are starting to kind of get up there as well, but Incredible Miracle is kind of as close to a dynasty as we've had in StarCraft 2 yet, producing 2 GSL champions already in Nesty and MVP, of course. All right, we're going to seal Sen in the soundproof booth, otherwise known as Torch's bedroom. And we're going to get this game going. Zerg King versus IMReady. Are you ready, Kelly?
I'm ready.
Absolutely. Actually, I'm not so ready. I'm afraid I get owned by the epicness.
Well, it's okay. We can handle it. We're at our own computer, so we're a little bit safer here. And speaking of here we have IMReady spawning as a purple Protoss at the 9 o'clock position on Metalopolis. His opponent is going to be the Zerg King of Taiwan, Sen from the Team Fnatic MSI, spawning as our blue Zerg player down at the 6 o'clock position on Metalopolis as well. Because, Kelly, if they spawned on different maps, it'd be hard to play the game.
Well, right now they're spawning, like you said, on adjacent spawns, so what do you expect to see in this map? I mean, I think it would be a standard speed link opening going into an expand.
I think that would be the safe thing to do, yeah. I mean, IMReady is really the person that has a lot of the options right now. Sen, basically the speedling is the standard ZVP opening you see a lot of Zerg players doing. And so I'd say you're right, that's probably what we're going to see. I think Sen's going to be maybe a little bit worried about spawning in close positions right now by air, as the distance that IMReady needs to go really isn't all that much farther than close positions by ground. But as a Zerg player yourself, Kelly, what would you pick in this situation?
I mean, very, very common strategy we see in this map would be 3-gate expand. This map has been played so many times. Every player would be ready in any situation to play this map. But if you can actually see, he is going for a spawning pool without gas, which is interesting.
Interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, actually, I think he's just going to want to have a lot of lings to hold things off early on, and then he'll be able to use that gas a little bit later to go for maybe earlier roaches, an earlier roach burrow, rather than spending that 100 gas on the Zergling speed. That's just my guess. I don't know if I'm right or not. We're going to find out, but meantime, it looks like IMReady. Pretty standard opening, nothing out of the ordinary yet, but he did just put down a second pylon here.
Well, we see IMReady might actually... I mean, we haven't seen Forge opening for quite some time on this map because a lot of players know how to counter it. Looks like he's going for standard opening. It would actually be pretty cool to see him do a 4-gate.
Yeah, and he's getting his second gas, so it could be a gas-heavy 4-gate. I've actually seen that a couple times on the North American server, not as much as on the Korean server, but there is a 4-gate push you can do that involves a lot of sentries. We could see him go for the standard 3 racks into Expo. You know, he could 3 racks into Expo, cancel the Expo, and do like a timing attack that way. Yeah, right now, Protoss has all the options. Sen just has to defend, but it looks like he did go pool, hatch, and then gas. So I'm going to stick with my initial guess. I'm going to guess roaches from Sen.
Okay. I think he would go for very heavy speed links for quite some time. And he isn't putting down a Roach Warren yet. Probably going to get his second cleanup. Get his second king up. I mean, I would look at this to be a macro game.
You know what? I just realized I think I know what he's going to do. Sen lately has been kind of playing around with a strategy that involves him going for, not drops actually, as him going for a lot of Mutalisks. Very heavy Muta, and a lot of spine crawlers at his bases, and some infestors as well. So basically, infestors, so fungal growth plus spine crawlers, so hold Protoss pushes, and then mutas to just do tons of harass and damage. And I've seen it work on a couple occasions. It's kind of a newer opening, but I know he likes it, so I wonder if that's what we're going to see. That'd be really cool, because it's definitely very different to watch.
Well, that's very interesting because he did go for a huge Muta board earlier in Terminus, and now he seems he's filling up Protoss, and if he does go Mutas as well, that means he's focusing on a very heavy Muta play in his Zerg play. That means from now on we'll be able to see that. But like you said, I mean, in Fastest, yeah, Muta King, maybe we have to change that. But in Fastest, I mean, if he's going with Mutas, does that mean he's going to use his Infestors to push as well? Or is it more for defending?
It's more for defending. Yeah, the idea is that he's able to use the fungal growth from the infestors plus the spine crawlers to create kind of an impenetrable wall of defense. Because when I say spine crawlers, I mean a lot of spine crawlers, like more than you would normally see in any game at all. And then just kind of do most of his damage with the mutas. It's, I don't know, it's kind of tough, but we'll see if he can make it work. Looks like IMReady, though, going for the 3-gate expand. Wouldn't be surprised to see him add a couple more gateways on there. He may decide to get a robo, though. But,
well,
never mind, go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sen actually has a lot of strategies. Like, he's not a one-style Zerg player.
No,
Some
not
Zerg
at all.
players, they just macro, and they just go for this huge either Roach Ball or Roach Hydra. But Sen has a lot of interesting strats. Like you said, he likes to go for mutas, and especially, we have seen in the War Invites, he loves his spine crawlers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they can be so good. So if you can combine that with fungal, that's going to be a lot of damage on that incoming army. Speaking of incoming armies,
look at his second expansion. Don't you think that's a little bit too soon? I mean, based on the fact that he has almost no army at all.
No, I completely agree with you. I think that's really, really early. He does have a couple roaches spawning now, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Although it looks like IMReady deciding to pull back and not attack. And I'm a little bit surprised about that, to be honest with you.
I guess he just wants to... I mean, he can't really do much damage. And the thing right now is Sen is currently on his second expansion, which... I'm gonna have a look. IMReady actually doesn't know that yet. Otherwise, he would definitely try to be more aggressive and some speeding. He tries to put 2 force fields up, 3 force fields on the way, 4 force fields. He's delaying those roaches from coming in. Look at those force fields.
Beautiful force fields from IMReady. Trapping all those roaches and just slowing them down a lot too. Although Sen, right now, watch, he's just going to try to focus down as many sentries as he can. This is kind of the new Zerg style ZVP. They try to get in there with an early group of roaches and kill as many sentries as they can. That did not work terribly well, though. Here comes a few more speedlings, but that's not going to be enough. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about Sen, Kelly.
Well, I'm sure as long as he can defend and keep running on 3 bases while IMReady actually runs on 2, he would definitely be fine. But it would be up to him on how he defends, because right now he's spending all his money droning up, which he has to be careful of. He cannot over-exert himself. I mean, I understand he wants to get a hit, because as a Zerg player, you really need to be at least 1 base up of a Protoss player. And almost in late game, you need to almost have the double the economy of Protoss players, because Protoss units are just so much more productive than Zerg units.
Sen is going to be able to pick off that drone going after that 3rd base. It looks like IMReady did want to expand there, but Sen moving in with a few speedlings to shut that down. And I really like what Sen is doing right now. This is such an important thing to do as a Zerg player, is to keep that small group of speedlings just out on the map in a threatening position to try to keep the Protoss in their base. Looks like IMReady may push, but Sen is going to be ready with 4 spine crawlers.
Though this is so bad. He just spent all his larvae making 12 drones, and this army of death is coming towards him. He only has about 7 roaches coming up. It is so hard for him to hold this. If we have a look at the army tab, he has absolutely almost no army at all. I have no idea how he has to defend this unless he can get more speedlings or roaches out in time.
Well, Sen does have speedlings in the base of IMReady. IMReady, though, force fielding the ramp, and Sen just not enough roaches. The force fields going down. Sen having to attack with his drones right now. And is it going to be enough? A couple speedlings coming out here. More reinforcements coming in for IMReady, but Sen may actually have enough. Sen pushing back IMReady, and at the same time, Sen doing lots of damage with those speedlings. The Nexus is killed at the natural. Sen may actually take this game. Wow, what an epic defense from Sen at the same time with a great counterattack. GG from IMReady. Wow, Sen takes game 3. The Gom House is up 2-1 on Incredible Miracle.
Oh my god, can you believe that? He had almost absolutely no army. I'm speechless. That was like the
Just
best
listen to those
drone
guys.
defense. That is the best drone defense I've ever seen.
That's those spine crawlers. They definitely come in handy.
他们在掰他。
Sen doing his spine crawler impression. That's pretty good. Damaga helping Sen out.
We're gonna have Mr. J come on the mic, so just I'll tell you that.
All right, and it looks like Kelly, we're gonna have Mr. Che come on
Yes.
with the microphone. We're gonna talk to him a little bit.
In front of camera.
Oh.
I think
Hello.
What do you think of this event?
I'm very excited this event, and I was watching the Sen game, but Sen almost lost the game. But so many people crowded in foreign gamers interested and cheer for Sen, and Sen made the game his. So I'm very excited. Translate, John. Hello, guys. 소개를 해주세요. Let me introduce by John Ba.
So this is Chae Jung-won, the team manager of operation team at GOM Esports department. He's my boss. I work for him. He's behind everything so far GSL has done. He plans everything. He plans all the tournaments. He plans all the schedules. Makes the brackets. Pretty much everything. So he's doing a good job, and I hope you guys continue to watch as we progress. Thank you very much.
Yes, John is a very diligent man. I saw the John's speech in open season 2 finals, and so many people, so many foreign gamers, foreign viewers interested in John and like John. So I'm very happy to that. So, I really hope the many foreign gamers, more foreign gamers, come to Korea and compete with our Korean top players like Nesty or MVP or Martin King. So global esports, I really hope and I want we will make the global esports more global, more planet. So come to Korea, welcome to Korea. We all 뭐라고 그래야 되지? 우리 당신들, we are waiting for you. And Torch and Doa and Nick, and then they come to Korea for their dreams, and the dreams come true. So next is up to you. Next is you. Come to Korea. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Che. Thank you. And yeah, definitely my dream has definitely come true, getting to come to Korea.